Hi guys! So today's video is a bit of a chill video. Yes, I'm going to have a story time on what I have experienced when it comes to depression. Okay? So, let's start. So once upon a time, I was depressed, okay? And it was not just a one-day occurrence in my life. It actually went on for months. And I knew that wasn't normal. Why? Because I already started avoiding social gatherings. And my friends even noticed I changed my attitude towards them. I keep getting these surge of anger and frustrations inside of me. At the same time, I denied these feelings. I began having lucid dreams. And you know what's the worst one? I had this one time when I dreamt that there was someone standing beside my bed. I thought it was my brother. So he was covering a towel like this. And I felt that he was laughing, like laughing and laughing. I don't know, it felt like a ghost, but at the same time, I thought it was my brother. At that time, I also began hearing things, it felt like there were two tiny demons, like having... I had audio hallucinations. I don't even know. I don't know what happened. I felt like I was crushing my head, and then I felt that I couldn't control my mind anymore. So that was really a tough time for me. I never thought that in this lifetime I would lose the one thing that I had been grabbing to. It's my mental health, it's my emotional health, because that's really a huge part in me and in my life, because I love reading, I love thinking about deep stuff, and I never thought that would be taken away from me. So it was really a tough time. So now, what helped me come through that? What helped me change? What helped me during that situation? And how could it help you too? Firstly, what I did is that I began to cry more. It doesn't make sense, right? It sounds very weird. How does crying even help in the first place? Why? Because during that moment in my life, I kept forcing myself to not feel any sadness. I didn't want to feel angry. I denied my feelings and thoughts of fears, my sadness. It was a very aggressive move on my part. I was not even self-aware of my thoughts and emotions. I just kept on denying them. I didn't want to feel them. I didn't want to feel scared. So I shed all these emotions into the corner and just, say to them that stay there. Don't make me feel anything. I was at third year and fourth year of college at that time. And I didn't want to feel these emotions because graduation is supposed to be happy. And I didn't want to feel sad because I'm graduating, But honestly, my feelings at that time is that I was very scared and I was very sad that I was graduating. And I just didn't want to feel that, so I shrugged. Get away, emotions like that. So months and months came when I finally realized that I'm not a stoic. Someone who goes into the extreme of not feeling their emotions anymore. Because in the first place, I'm human. So I began to understand how my emotions are not my enemies. They are my friends. And I have to accept that they are there and that I'm somehow one with them. That's why next, I realized that I don't need to force myself to find happiness or feel happy. So just like in the movie Inside Out, Joy forcing sadness to not interfere with Riley's emotional system, causes more problems. That's why Riley got depressed, because she kept pushing herself to feel happy even though she's not. And I have done that. During that time, I forced myself to be happy to the point that I wasn't happy anymore because it was too tiring to force myself to smile all the time. That's why I learned to just let loose. If you're angry, then feel angry. If you're sad, feel sad, but just don't lash out on other people. Just cry about it. If you want to not go out there with your friends and party, you just want to curl into your bed, just watch Netflix, wear baggy clothes under a warm blanket, Like, who cares, right? You are doing it in your favor, guys. You are doing it for self-care and self-love. Who cares if I'm not out there partying in the world, or out there in the world? That's why next tip is to spend more time alone. I know this may sound ridiculous because people who get depressed usually spend some time alone. But really, guys, spend time alone where you can just converse with yourselves and your emotions. Because there are times that when you are alone, you keep thinking about a lot of stuff, or you spend time alone, but then you're not really spending time alone and conversing with yourself because you're just scrolling through social media or working on something. What I mean here is spend time alone and converse with yourself, because most of the times we go find other people to distract us of our inner world and inner thoughts, right? And why do we do that? It's because we are too afraid to look within ourselves and our insecurities or fears. And I was like that before. I always distracted myself with things to do in school, using my cell phone to binge watch Netflix, to scroll on social media, to the point that my feelings were already enraged that it want to be noticed. Okay? They want to be noticed. So how can you exactly develop the habit of conversing with yourself? First is just stay alone quietly in your room or anywhere. And next, minimize the habit of scrolling through social media when you are doing nothing. Okay? I see that a lot of us get depressed because we are not too aware of our thoughts and feelings. We don't know ourselves that much. That's why minimize the habit of scrolling when you are doing nothing. That's also one of the reasons why I stopped, or I had this social media detox for 3 years now. It's either you can do any of the following, okay? You can say hi to yourself and just talk to yourself. Like, trust me, it may be weird, but it isn't, okay? It's normal to converse with yourself. You can also converse with God, the higher being inside of you, around you, and above you. I find that I get to know more of myself when I speak with God, because God is like the source of everything. He has His Spirit inside of us, His Holy Spirit inside of us. So I get to know more of myself when I'm conversing with God. And that's called prayer, right? Prayer is like conversing with God. You could also journal or type your thoughts and feelings on a paper or any journal app, or even on your notepad app, okay? You could also meditate. I find all these things helpful in my journey. Like, for example, I never asked myself this question before. A long time ago in my 20 years of existence, I never asked or ever wondered, like, why do I get scared when talking to adults? I'm fine talking with people my age, but I get so scared talking to adults or people older than me. Like, if I know that person is 1 year ahead of me, I get so scared talking to them. I get so shy. And during college, I even got jealous when the rest of my classmates can talk freely with our professors, our college teachers, and I get so shy. I don't know why. So I was jealous at that time, and it was somehow a problem for me since most of the people around me are older than me, and I can't be the shy kid all the time, right? So I had this profound experience in one of my meditations that showed me that this problem occurred when I was in grade 2. So at that time, I had this teacher who was an old lady. She was old already. She had short hair. And I remember that she used to be one of the terror teachers in our class. I used to get so scared every time she calls us one by one to answer her questions. And I remember sitting at the back, maybe at the 4th row, I think. And I remembered how my body felt at that time. I was shaking, and I felt my body, my hands, and my legs were tensing up. That was part of my memory, that I was able to say that I'm scared of adult people, that I was scared of people who are older than me, that I get shy when talking to older people, that I tense up when I talk to older people. So see that, guys? I was still a child at that time, 7 years old. But up until recently, it was a problem. But then through meditation, I was able to overcome that inner child who was scared, at that time. And just show compassion to her and say that it's okay. You didn't know better. You were scared, and that's okay. It all boils down to self-awareness. In order to know yourself more better, in order to know what needs to be improved on your life, to know what your fears are, what makes you sad, what makes you happy, how you are feeling, your purpose in life, you need to be self-aware. You need to be self-aware and converse with yourself. And yeah, those are the things that helped me from depression or spiraling down into greater depression. I hope that this will help you in the future. If you ever feel that your feelings are in turmoil, just be kind to yourself and accept these emotions and find out how you are feeling and why you're feeling that way. Okay? So I do hope you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can be updated with more videos. And please do share this video to your friends who needs it, who needs inspiration. This has been Krisha. Nice to meet ya. Bye bye guys. See you soon. God bless you.